Okay, so let's take a look at this solution in AWS. So this is where, in this case, remember, this is the repeatable architecture. This is part of the MCNA by using all the Aviatrix component. But what about if a customer is saying, you know what, I want to use AWS TGW with the FireNet. Can you solve these problems for me? So the answer is yes. This is how we are solving it. So basically, when you are going to deploy this FireNet solution with AWS TGW, what you're gonna do, you're gonna attach this VPC, this transit VPC, to this AWS TGW, and then obviously these VPCs are attached to this TGW as well. And with the help of the programming and the secret sauce we have running in the background, we can automatically send the traffic to the firewall without needing to build any IPsec tunnel, without you configuring any SNAT. So basically you get the full performance out of this FireNet, right? So that's very important. And these firewalls you see there, they are actually deployed in different AZs. So there is a AZ level high availability as well. Okay, so no IPsec needed, no BGP requirement, no SNAT, full source IP address visibility. We maintain the session stickiness. We do the load balancing between these firewalls. And we also have some connection policies or a concept of security domain, which I'm going to show you, which allows you to actually create a policy. So instead of you saying that this VPC has a production workload and I need to send it to this firewall, no, you don't have to worry about that. You just go to the controller. There's a UI available. You specify this is the workload which I need, to be protected, and we'll take care of it, everything in the background. And not only that, but also the deployment of these firewalls can directly be done to the controller, right? So when you log into the controller, you see the UI, you can pick the Palo Alto version, and then we can also do the bootstrapping, and that's all good. But if you have a requirement to integrate the solution with the Panorama, because obviously if you're running, more than 2, 3, 4, 5, or 10 firewalls, obviously in the majority of the cases, customers will have a Panorama to manage that number of firewall. So we can easily integrate with Panorama as well, and can manage this solution through Panorama, not a problem. Now let's talk about the concept of security domain. Okay, so the concept of security domain is not only limited to the FireNet. Okay, even if you don't have a FireNet in picture, you can still use this concept with AWS TGW. So what you can basically do, you can create the policy and you can create the network segmentation or security segmentation for your different type of workload. So let's say you have production workload and some dev workload. And these production workloads are sitting in 3 different VPCs, right? The green VPCs you see here. Now with Aviatrix, what you can do, you can say, you know what? All these VPCs are running a production workload, and you can put them in one security domain called production domain in this example. And the rest you can put in the dev domain. And through the policy, you can say that the traffic from prod or dev is not allowed, right? So there will be no communication happening between these 2 domains. So that's what we can do with the security domain. And we can use this concept to provide the isolation and segmentation. And we can also use the same concept to insert the firewall into the flow or do the service chaining, okay? So this is how it looks like in the UI. So you log into the UI, you say, you know what, this is my production domain. All these VPCs are in the production domain. And if they are not connected to anything, that means nobody can talk to the production domain. Now, there is a case where you want this prod domain to talk to dev domain. So it's just a matter of dragging and dropping this dev domain here. And now once you have done that, now these guys can talk to each other, okay? Okay, so life is good. Now your InfoSec team comes in and says, no, that's not what I want. Whenever you're talking to production domain, I want you to inspect that traffic with this firewall. So instead of you figuring out and then pulling your hairs, what you can do, you can just create this FireNet domain, right? Or that's how I call it here. And then you can say, oh yeah, you're done. You just move this finite domain here. And now what happens that any traffic that needs to go to this production domain here, right? It will automatically be inspected by this firewall. So this is how simple we are making it for our customers.